Hello, my name is Kathy Lee. I chose to do my book report on karaoke nights and ethnographic Rhapsody. As a lifelong musician and performer, as well as having spent many years following the karaoke circuit, this book title just screamed at me. Rob Drew is a professor of communications at Saginaw Valley State University. As a communications scholar, he developed a theory, or at least a concept, that karaoke is a public method of communication. Drew's journey began with a harebrained idea about doing his doctoral dissertation on karaoke. In the book, Karaoke Nights, Rob Drew explores what some deem to be the trivial culture of karaoke, and he examines the personal and social significance that is achieved by karaoke. Drew's method of data collection involved visiting 30 public bars that hosted karaoke over a period of 6 years. During his 140 or so events, he observed, participated, and interviewed a purposive sample of singers and karaoke MCs. He began his research in the role of participant as observer. He did not hide his research purpose and would jot down his field notes right at the bar, in the men's room, or as soon as he arrived home. He chose to immerse himself, or to go native, to connect with the participants. As he formed rapport with the MCs, he shifted his role to observer as participant. Drew analyzes his data by categorizing the singers as well as the MCs. The three categories that Drew talks about in his book for singers is the self-deprecator, the clown, and the improviser. The self-deprecator is the singer who knows they are bombing, so they offer an excuse for their poor performance, something like, "I can't read the lyrics," or "I don't know how this part goes." The clown is the singer that tries to be funny. Perhaps they use exaggerated gestures while they're performing the song, or they intentionally alter their voice, maybe going from a high pitch to a really low pitch, or something along that line. The improviser is the singer who may suddenly change or add lyrics to the song. Perhaps they'll just break into a dance, or they might just quit singing and begin rapping or scatting during the song. MCs walk a finer line communicating between the audience and the singers. Their primary role is to prod, encourage, and guide the flow of singers, as well as control the situation for everybody's enjoyment. For the audience, including the author, they are the gatekeepers that allow access to the stage. Drew categorizes the MCs as those who love too much, gentle dissuaders, and those who can make the situation. Each of these categories represent how the MC either supports the singer, supports the audience, or works both sides. The MCs that love too much are usually very supportive with their singers. They offer encouragement and assistance, letting them listen to songs beforehand so they can make sure that it's in their key, so that they can deliver the best performance they can. The gentle dissuaders might offer a new song suggestion that might be more doable for the singer. And if that doesn't work, then the MC might very well put their request slip in the back in order to delay them getting up on stage. And some MCs just know how to make a situation. They don't coddle their singers. They don't take this too seriously, and so they might jokingly critique or mock the singer, all in good fun, not really intending to hurt anybody's feelings, but they just want to keep it real. Drew uses a first-person narrative to share the stories of his research. His stories shift from dramatic to descriptive depending on which group he is discussing. Stories related to the singers are dramatic. They convey a bit more personal effect on the researcher because he has personal experience as a participant. When he shares his stories from the MCs, his approach is less emotional and more documentary because he does not have the same shared experience. The overall claim of this book is that karaoke is a tool of public communication by which people who live in a media and online saturated environment can initiate in-person communication. Drew quotes from Fine and Spears' Performance, Culture, and Identity to support his claim. Through performance, human beings not only present behavior, but they reflexively comment on it and the values and situations it encompasses. I really enjoyed reading this book. It was an easy, lighthearted read. I could imagine the characters that he described. I think if anyone has spent any amount of time observing karaoke, they will think of someone who fits the descriptions of one or all of the singers and MCs. I highly recommend reading this book. Thank you for listening to my review of Karaoke Nights and Ethnographic Rhapsody.